Hello everyone, I'm Brazen Eagle, and thank you for joining me here. So today from Fox News, 19 MS-13 gang members indicted in medieval-style California slangs were in the country illegally. Oh, officials say. Illegals would never commit crimes. Not even breaking into the country illegally would they be criminals. Nearly all of the members and associates of an MS-13 gang charged in the medieval-style slangs of 7 people in California were in the country illegally, officials said. The U.S. Attorney's Office in L.A. charged 22 people linked to a subset of the vicious gang that's known as the Fulton Clique, members of which are suspected in nearly 200 crimes, only 200, in several states over 9 years, according to a federal indictment released Tuesday. We have now taken off the streets nearly 24 people associated with the most violent arm of MS-13 in L.A., U.S. Attorney Nick Hanna said. Of the 22 defendants, 19 had entered the country illegally in the past 3 to 4 years, according to Thom Mrzek, a spokesman for the U.S. Attorney's Office in L.A. Federal prosecutors allege the suspects operated in the San Fernando Valley, an area that recently absorbed an influx of young immigrants from Central America. And apparently these are photos of these very, very intimidating MS-13 gang members. Look at that machete. Terrifying. Oh, the hand sign's just a sign of fear and intimidation. Under the influence of these young gangsters, younger associates who wanted to become members of MS-13 were required to kill an MS-13 rival or someone perceived to be adverse to MS-13 to be initiated into MS-13, according to the indictment, the U.S. Attorney's Office said on Tuesday. In LA, a clique added new members through an initiation trial, or initiation ritual, known as jumping in, during which several existing MS-13 members beat up a prospective MS-13 member for 13 seconds, while the shot caller counted aloud for 13 seconds. The indictment read, beginning in 2017, LA, MS-13 members who identified with 503 had been required to murder a rival or other enemy of the group. And MS-13 has as many as 10,000 members in the United States and is active in at least 40 states. Since fiscal year 2017, more than 900 MS-13 members have been apprehended at the southwest border. Authorities said 503 represents a subgroup of MS-13 and is, of course, the telephone country code for El Salvador, which is in Central America. The brutality involved in some of the alleged killings were also disclosed in graphic detail by authorities. 4 of the killings took place in Angeles National Forest. The slangs were carried out using machetes, bats, and knives, according to the indictment. In one case, a member of a rival gang who had been believed to have defaced MS-13 graffiti was targeted and had his heart cut out of his chest, authorities said. On March 6, 2017, the victim, identified as JS, was driven to Angeles National Forest, where 6 MS-13 gang members attacked him with a machete, killing him, the indictment claimed. The victim was dismembered and his body parts were thrown into a canyon after one of the defendants allegedly cut the heart out of the victim's body, a news release from Hanna's office said. Taking violent offenders off the street should send a message to MS-13 members and their associates that medieval-style violence and senseless murder will not be tolerated in L.A., said Paul Delacorte, assistant director in charge of the FBI's L.A. field office. Hanna released photos showing MS-13 members displaying a machete, gang signs, and guns in various places. 16 of the 22 people indicted are charged in connection with 6 slangs, which officials said were so heinous, cruel, or depraved that the defendants are eligible for the death penalty. Prosecutors have not said whether they intend to seek capital punishment, however. Oh, look how fierce this person is. So fierce. They have what appears to be maybe a high-point pistol and a gang sign. Wow. Very intimidating. Oh, he even has a tattoo on his back. Watch out now. All 22 of the alleged MS-13 members and associates are in custody. 18 had been apprehended during the last year on a range of federal and state charges, authorities said. 3 were arrested in recent days in the LA area by a task force that included FBI agents, LA police officers, and LA County Sheriff's deputies. Another alleged MS-13 affiliate was arrested over the weekend, all the way over in Oklahoma. Authorities also filed 2 more cases under seal against juvenile defendants in federal court. The collaborative law enforcement effort solved several murder cases and dealt a severe blow to members of the gang who engaged in acts of brutality not seen in the region for over 20 years, Hanna said. Wow. Well then. So, you're telling me, according to leftists, a few murders, including around 200 or so crimes committed by 22 illegal aliens and their constituents, that's okay. 200 crimes are okay. No need for alarm. No need for alarm. These people only want to find jobs and be prosperous according to their own beliefs. It's almost as if you can get the worst kinds of people when you almost completely open up your borders or, lightly defend them to the world. Our immigrants, both legal and illegal, are so great here in the United States that some even cut the hearts out of their enemies. Now, that doesn't say anything but the best immigrants possible. Don't you just love mass immigration? It's just one of the greatest things that the 21st century has blessed us with. Now, time for some real talk. Yeah, this was terrible, and it should have never happened. I mean, what else is there to say, But you know what? Will anything really get done? Will we finally wake up as a country and shut down illegal immigration? Would we place restraints on those who are coming into this country and only select the utmost best people like doctors, some teachers, not all teachers, but some teachers, and engineers? Probably not. It's a sad day when you think about it like this. It's sad when the most powerful country in the world can't even police its own borders correctly. Think about that. We are the richest, most powerful country in the world, and yet we can't defend our own borders. We literally have millions of people in the United States living here illegally, and we don't do that much about it. We do a little bit, but not that much. It just goes to show you how really actually weak we've become as a nation. Now, apparently, MS-13 has, about 10,000 members here in the United States. Now, that's the size of a small military division, because a military division is in size around from 10,000 to 20,000, even 30 or 40,000, depending on which country it is and at what time in history. But that's the size of a small division. That's literally an invasion force. Now, you could say that out of the U.S.'s population of 325.72 million people, that 10,000 people really isn't a lot. But that's still 10,000 people that shouldn't be here. I mean, 10,000 people, that's not a small amount of people, really. That's bigger than a lot of cities or towns in the United States. Would you be okay if MS-13 harmed you? I wouldn't be. I just want the U.S. to be as safe as possible from external and internal threats. Now, apparently MS-13, the gang accounted for less than 1%, like I said, of total gang members in the United States, and a similar share of gang murders. But it's still a gang that shouldn't be here, No gang should be here. And apparently they have a rival called the 18th Street Gang. But, regardless, I don't want to end on a sour note with, talking about the depressing subject matter that is illegal immigration. I want to end on a more positive note. So we can change this. We can change the way we do immigration here in the United States. We can change illegal immigration. We can shut it down. We, the people, can create a better future for ourselves. Will that be easy? Of course not. Heck no. Good things usually don't come easy. But, I leave you with hope that it can change someday if we choose to act upon this. Now, with that in mind, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm Brazen Eagle, and I hope you have a great day.